welcome or welcome back. It's your girl Danny DeVore, and this is another episode of Why My Therapist Deserves a Raise. So this week, my therapist deserves a raise because we unpacked my perfectionism. And this was all about realizing that perfectionism isn't a personality. It is a trauma response. It heals. So, sitting in therapy, and I'm thinking this week we're just going to talk about my week, all this other stuff, just unpack what the things that have happened. And no, that is not what happened. This woman looked me dead in my soul and said, let's talk about your relationship with perfectionism. Relationship? Man, what do you mean? I am just trying to survive capitalism, generational trauma, and us not being allowed to shop at which store we can while keeping my head above water. Apparently, that me not being able to rest until everything done is perfectionism. Me over preparing just in case somebody tries me is perfectionism. Me just being down on myself about getting a B+ as if I have brought dishonor on the whole family, dishonor on the cow, is perfectionism. And so the gag about this is, Doc looks at me and says, your perfectionism is not striving for excellence. It's you performing, and it's performative to prevent punishment. And she said, why are you looking like that? And I said, well, I think it's ambition. And she said, no, love, that is fear. That's fear in a blazer. That's fear in a robe. That's fear in whatever way you string it in. That's fear. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I'm like, you know what? Growing up Black, and especially a Black girl, perfectionism guarantees you safety. And what I mean by that is you don't get the luxury of being average. You're always told that you have to be twice as good, you got to be 3 times as smart, and 4 times as emotionally intelligent as anybody around you just to be on an even playing field. And so my therapist said perfectionism is the armor that you built to protect you when you didn't feel safe enough to be human. And to be honest, after she said that, I started seeing it. I started seeing it in the way that I apologize when I rest. I started seeing it when, like, you're obsessed with being professional, or you're obsessed with code switching to assimilate in the environment that you're in. I especially see it in the way that I don't want to try new things if I'm not going to be good at them, which makes no sense because it's something that you've never tried before. It's something new. It's something different. And you're not expected to be perfect because there's no such thing. And so she looks at me and she smiles and she says, what if we lean towards permission and not perfection? Permission to be messy. Permission to not finish something, it's okay, and pick it back up tomorrow. Permission to take a nap and rest when you're tired. Permission to look at something and say, I got a B+, but I gave it everything that I had, and that's okay. Permission to not be good at something when you try it the first time and go back again and try again. Permission to be a human and not a machine. So here's the breakdown. of why the therapist deserves a raise. $75 for renaming what I thought was ambition. $150 for gently nudging me to say it's okay to take a nap when you're tired. And $300 for saying it's okay that the Google Calendar isn't organized. You still gonna be all right. And so if you've ever felt like you have to earn your rest, or being good isn't enough unless it's perfect, you're not lazy. You're just tired of carrying other people's expectations. And it's okay to rest. Let this be your sign to slip to do less. Take a rest, take a breather, sit outside and enjoy the sun. If you feel so inclined, please feel free to leave in the comments what is something that you're letting go of this week that does not have to be perfect. And if you say, girl, I cannot let go of anything this week, it all has to be perfect, that's okay. It's a journey. Healing is a process. But you can do it. I will see y'all next time. I hope y'all have a great week. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.